Okay, so what I have here is a beautifully made small batch production mesh gauze oil filter for my oil tank. Now the issue I've got is that this bit here, the cutout, is okay, but when I put it down into my oil tank, there's a little hole where the oil obviously pumps on through. Now I don't know if it's going to come out on the camera, but it's just like, well, I can't even point you about being in the way, but it's just there, round hole, oil pumps out. The problem is that is pumping out below the gauze. So my fear is that the bad stuff in the oil would hit that and then run down here. I need it to basically jet across and go into the gauze and then down. So I was pondering, how am I going to reduce that? Because now obviously it's been made, you know, and it's all been tinned with the solder. So I thought maybe I can file it. I've got that file, got a whole bunch of needle files, but I don't think that's going to work too good. So I'm going to try and use a pair of nail scissors to just clip between each wire and see if I can then re-tin it. So we'll have a go. Just trying to poke it in between each of these pieces of wire. Alright, so I've cut a line across, but whether it's low or not, I'm not sure. Borderline. Maybe I'll go one row below that. So I'm hoping you'll now be able to see that I've cut it away enough that the hole, the exit hole for the oil return, is above where that mesh is. So I'm pretty happy that that will be okay. So next stage, let's put some solder on it to protect the edges. Okay, so next I need to fit my hand change gear lever system. It has been set up before, so I'm hoping that the length is correct to move the gears to the right position, selector to the right position rather. Yeah, so I'm going to start by trying to put the gate on, and I'm just going to add a little bit of copper slip to my nuts and bolts. Well, just bolts rather. because this is the point where rust's going to get in for sure. Okay, so I'll try and fit the lever next. Now you're going to see on this, hopefully, there is quite a lot of brazing to be seen. This iron was supposed to be nickel plated, as was this tube, and some kickstart, whatever. Ran out of money on this project, I was so overspent on it. So I just decided to polish it on the mop, on the old, and spray it with some clear lacquer. So the same what I did with the gate. Both supposed to be plated, but like I say. So then you need this bolt here to be going through. I've got a spring washer there, which might be over the top, and here I've got a factory washer. I'll try and show you kind of like what that's like, but it's kind of pushing out in both directions. So I believe I need that to push against the arm, so it'll be kind of going through like that with the factory on there. But I'm not quite sure. We're gonna have to test this out. Just want regular grease on this, no copper slip. I think I've gone a little bit too much with the grease, but still. Seems to be working good. Pull it out. Yeah, so just pull it out slightly into position, out into position, and then in. Anyway, I think that's first gear, I think. And I mean, this is in first gear down. No, actually it's in neutral. So let's try it there. Let's try it there. Right, then you've got this arm. Obviously it's bent. Got the shackles on the ends. Now, although I said it's been set up before previously, I'm not remotely convinced this is right, as in the distance from here to here. So I have got adjustment on these little shackles, so we will see. I may need to adjust all this. Then next I'll be fitting this knob to the end of the lever. I made this myself, turned it up on a lathe, and I've done it in American black walnut. Originally it was probably just either ash, oak or beech possibly, but I had some American black walnut. It looks nice, so yeah, we'll get that glued onto there. There's a thread on there, but I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll need some glue as well, and then it will look lovely. The hand change lever, and what I'm trying to show you here, I might just move the camera a little bit, is how much I've had to file out that top slot. So you just need to be looking at obviously the width of that one over the width of that one, and how thin this has become up here, and the same down here. I had to file that out massively. So when this hand change lever sits in, it should only need a gap as big as that, but now it's having a gap much larger, so I might have to put a bit on the back of this and bring it up to the point of like there, where it then still works nicely. But yeah, the travel on the hand change lever from, yeah, for getting first gear and third gear just wasn't enough, so I needed to, say, make this distance wider. A little bit of a pain, but on the whole it now does select gears, so that's nice, and yeah, all connected up. But it still needs more filing out, to be perfectly honest. But I don't want to go any thinner. I'm really worried that that's now getting really thin across there. We will see if in operation if it works or if it fails.